Looking like a trapper when I walked in the building. That mean I got something expensive. Know my friends, they killing. All these hoes I'm killing. Nigga came from dope dealer. Dirt bike four-wheeler.
What's good, BP fam? So today we'll be talking about why you shouldn't get another job. So what I mean by this is that if you're working a job right now, 35 to 40 hours a week, so Monday to Friday, Sunday to Saturday, and you're making, say, minimum wage, $400 and something dollars, $500 or something dollars, maybe $600 something dollars, and you're like, I need a second job. Don't do it. Don't. The reason why is that it can be very draining, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And your health comes first before anything else, because if you do that second job right now and you do it for 20-30 years, you're gonna be having a really bad health problem later on down the road, and it's not worth it. You want to spend time with your loved ones, you want to enjoy life, you want to stay as healthy as possible. I've experienced doing a second job before. Well, I wouldn't really consider it as a second job. It's more like, well, it kind of is considered, because, you know, I went to school, did 6 classes, and if you guys been to college and done 6 classes, you know how much that takes, especially if it's the hard classes that you have to do every single week, something due. It's considered a second job, I would say, but you're not getting paid, doing it for free. So what I did was I worked at a car wash in the heat in Florida for 8 hours, 9 hours, from Monday to Friday. Yeah, it was bad, from 8 a.m. to like 3-4 p.m., something like that. And then right after, I'll go home and I'll study, I'll do my test, I'll do whatever homework I gotta do. And I went to bed at maybe 10, 11 p.m. and then the next day I had to redo the whole day. So I non-stop was moving, thinking. I didn't really have time to rest. Maybe like an hour and a half, maybe if I want to stretch it, 2 hours. But I was always on the go, and that's not bad. That's not good for you. The reason why is that you need to rest your body. If you don't rest it, you're just gonna, you know, go insane, I would say, or just get sick. And it's just a lot of stuff that can affect you, depending on how you handle the amount of workload each and every day, in work and also in school. But yeah, it wasn't pleasant. I was really tired all the time. I was really mentally drained. I was fed up. I was doing it for about like a few months, like 4 or 5 months, and it was just not worth it. I lost weight. I couldn't really eat as much. I failed a class or 2. I had to drop that out because of it. And then I ended up just leaving that job because it wasn't worth it. Not a lot of pay, and it was before minimum wage kind of went up. I think I made like 14, 13 an hour. Now it's like 15, 16, which barely. But yeah, it was not worth it at all, and I would just not do it if I were you. And what you can do, I know most of us need to do a second job to, you know, pay our rent, to save money up for the future and all that, but there's other things that you can do. So you can do social media right here: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you know, TikTok. You can make money off of that to help you, you know, pay the bills and save some money, but depending on how fast you grow through those platforms. And that is another one thing that I think I would do if I were most of you. If you're new at social media, do your research, ask questions. I'm here to help. That is one. Then you can also apply for food stamps. I think it's like $200-300 a month for food stamps. If you don't make a certain amount of money a month, you can also apply for some type of, I forgot what it is, I think in New York State, if you don't make a certain amount of money a month, they can give you, I think, over $1,000 a month. So it's perfect. You can apply for that. And you can also, well, this is a second job, but like once in a blue, I would say recommend doing like food delivery, something small, something quick. I wouldn't recommend you doing another 6 to 8 hour shift of a job. I would say food delivery here and there once or twice a week for like maybe 2 or 3 hours, just to keep your body active. And food delivered is pretty simple, not too much work you gotta do. But that's once in a blue. That's like the only second job I would recommend you doing, so that, you know, you're still, you know, doing something on the side. But yeah, those are the options I will give you guys if you're trying to, you know, get extra money coming in instead of working for a second job. If you want to do a second job, go ahead, be my guest, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all, unless you're really desperate. Like, you're really desperate and you're, you know, nobody in your life is really helping you and you're alone and you just gotta do what you gotta do. Go ahead, you gotta do what you gotta do. But if you want, take my advice and do those 3 to 4 options I recommend. It will help a lot. And yeah, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking right now, and it's just very, very cruel how the world we live in is not easy, and we have to work 2 or 3 jobs in order to survive. Not only in the US, but I'm guessing everywhere else too. And it shouldn't be like that. We should all, you know, work hard, of course, but get some help, you know, like help us out. We can't afford this, like cut our rent or cut the groceries or cut the doctor bills. Like, at least let us have some ease with our life, not trying to stress us out. Like my mom said, hey, have fun as much as you can as a kid, because when you're an adult, it's not gonna be fun. And she's correct on that. I agree with her 100%. It's not fun at all as an adult. But hey, we gotta do what we gotta do, honestly. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions about what I just said about those 3 to 4 stuff that you can do in order to get some money coming in instead of working a second job, let me know in the comments. I can do some research. If you're not from New York, I'll help you with it. If you are from New York, of course I'll help. No matter where you are in the US, I'll help. If you're outside the US, I can try, but I'm not an expert. I'll give you some links, but yeah. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.